I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I'm an idiot. Here we go. I'm sure you guys are gonna wonder what the hell I'm talking about. So here I explain it to you. I did a guide, a skip run guide, on the go, which everything is not scripted, meaning I didn't put everything or jog everything down, so you guys can actually hear the thing, even though I can mess up during the talk. Basically, my mic was off. You guys can laugh about that right now. I'll give you a couple of seconds to laugh. You done? Okay, good. Now, basically, I made a video for the skip run because I haven't seen anybody do it yet. Because someone should have actually done this the first time because it's actually easy money, but I haven't seen anybody do it. Okay, all right. So let's start by opening this damn video, which is where I was doing things. I think I'll just open it up like this so you guys can be able to see it, and then I'll explain. So this is what happened. I had my mic off. I couldn't be able to finish the video because my mic was off, so everything that I said on the go is not recorded. So I now have to watch my video and actually explain everything again on the go without being scripted. So I'll start right now. 1. This is a skip run, a dungeon guide. I haven't been able to find someone to actually do it with me because some of my friends are either busy or and some of my co-run plans I have stopped playing a little bit of the game, and now they're playing other games. Now that I am actually leaving the game in 13 days, which is right here on top, the premium. That's when I'm leaving the game. This guide should have been done a long time ago, so I'm gonna start right ahead. 1 is that you're just gonna skip mobs and go straight for the chest. You're gonna look for either, if you want to, you can look for the blue chest. I have found a good thing in the blue chests, and there are pictures around here. Let me see. Sadly, I actually took some of these thing in here that I should have not been taken down. So T8, where is this baby? This is one of them. Nope, not like that. It's one of them, and training noob, this is another one. So these are the 2 people. 1. Okay, training noob. 2. And let's see. Okay, where is D? You can't catch me. Alright, they're still running right now, so I think I skipped something like that. I had a cut and edit things. So basically it'll be a skip run. You basically just go right ahead and skip the mob, go straight to the chest, and pretty much just beat the boss. You will get some fame for that. And then basically you open the chest and see what you get. Should have been done out there. I don't know why it's not there. It's very easily to do. You just need a Druid healer. That's all you need. One Druid healer. So basically this is my Druid healer. I'm sure I explained to here why I'm doing this in the blue zone, and this is why, because I have 612 cluster reduction. Again, I think I explained it in the video what cluster reduction meant. It meant that, you know, the yellow zone and blue zone are being balanced so that TA players do not fucking peek at them down and they start crying to forum that they can't fight back. So basically with the cluster reduction they have a chance to fight back even if you're wearing the 8.3. So even though I'm wearing 7.2, I think I go ahead and explained, if I let's see a little bit further, I show them my heals. Basically it's 21, which is actually the same thing I think as a 4.2 or 4.1 on staff. Is very, very low. And the reason that is, again, in red zone this will be 30 per second. In here it's going to be 21, and it's because we're nerfed to the bone in yellow and in blue zone. And since I'm in blue zone, I'm pretty much nerfed to way the bone. Now, the reason actually they put it in the blue zone is probably for mobs, but majority was because there are PvP faction flag, which is full loot, and they don't want some TA players going down and kicking their ass when they're trying to learn about factions. They want everything to be balanced out for the newbies on the yellow and blue zones. Red and black zone has no cluster reduction, so you can go into a black zone T4 dungeon and have a tier 5 and has fully healed the whole area without having problem like you would in the yellow zone or in the blue zone. So again, I chose this zone so you guys can see my heals being done in the nerf zone. So during here, I actually explain some of the things I like. I either can go with the Druid chest or the Fiend robe, and I prefer the Druid chest because the Obsessive Burst. The Obsessive Burst every time you use an ability per stack, you get 7% healed, up to a stack, which is about 56 percent. And then I use if I use the Fiend roll, I basically fear the mob if something bad happens, but it's very costing. If you use in the black zone, you're going to lose a lot of money, and you want to make money instead of losing money. So I would use a Druid, which is much cheaper at the lower tiers than on the higher tiers. So let's see. I think during here, I also show. That's the sad part about this, that everything just got blasted. So here it is. Protector Nature. Protector Nature you won't get until you're at level 40. Now, by the way, it only takes 8 hours to get to level 100 in tier 8 with a good optimized group doing dungeon for like these 8 hours. That means you'll be able to get Protective Nature at level 40, which will be very easy to get. You'll need this Protective Nature specifically to be able to heal your tank throughout the dungeon without stopping. If you're using anything else, you're not going to be a good healed, and it's going to be like an AoE, like the normal staff is going to be like an AoE. It's not going to be a good burst heal to save your tank, who is going to aggro the mob for you, because when the tank goes in and you're actually healing the tank ahead of time, the aggro switch from tank to heals, so it'll go after you and you'll get your ass kicked, unless you do what I do in this video, which I show I don't get my ass kicked. The next thing is I use a mage boots, and it's for the runs. And I am going to go right ahead and try to see if I can real quickly. And this is the Obsessive Burst. And there it is. A regular mage for a regular run. That's all you need. They don't cost a lot. They probably will cost you like 12k or less. Get that. I only use Rotting Ground on randomized dungeon for fast runs, so you don't need that. Just buy a cheaper one. I use the Graveguard helmet, and it's very important because you're going to synergize your sacrificed, which is here. Basically, you sacrifice 50% and you gain 25%, but you're going to combine that with your Protective Nature, which basically you get 60 resistance at a higher tier. You get 60 resistance and about 50% more heal, so that 25% heal you receive is much higher. At the same time, I can combine that with Obsessive Burst on my chest, which will be 50% more heal. However, if you're using it on a tank, be very careful. Anything that gives healing cast, or I think it's healing cast or ability damage, one of them two, basically also increases the damage from your sacrifice. So the Obsessive Burst and the chest that you have that gives a lot of a healing cast or ability, is going to hit you more than 15% of your health. So if I goes down, I'm pretty sure I was explaining that right down here, and I'm pretty much say maybe more than 2 bar before you use it with the Obsessive Burst. Otherwise, if you use it in a blue dungeon, you will die, and when you die with the Graveguard helmet, you will lose all your stuff. So you may want to actually practice a bit and find out where's your soft spot, so you don't actually die doing this, if you are the Druid, by the way. So I use my Omelette to do the cooldown reduction, so I can have more ability spent, and I use Mist Color, which about is in black zone, it would be 40 to 50% cooldown reduction. In this dungeon, because I'm nerfed, it's going to be 9.1% cooldown reduction. You can also use Invisibility Potion so you don't actually die, but I don't recommend it because Invisibility Potion is actually 20k to 25k per Invisibility Potion, and I prefer just a mana, just in case if you do run out of mana, and that's it. Also, Limhurst, when your energy drops below 40%, 8% energy is being increased. I keep calling it mana. And energy it will be increased by 8%, which is actually going to fool you up completely. The last thing I think is this one, which hopefully I stop. Good, there, Calmness. I use every 5 active spells. Your resistance are increased by 64 for 3 seconds. This is just in case somehow your tank goes ahead and fucks up and it does not aggro and you're getting hit, which will allow you to survive more. So I think that should be all for that. And I show a little clip in here, which this should have been all talked, but again, I'm gonna check my thing again too. I don't wanna. Okay, yeah, it is showing. I'll be stupid. I know I checked it before, but before that, I actually saw that I didn't have, and that's when my girl left. See, I'm going to, something's bad going to happen. I'm going to press the W and E or EW. Preferably, I prefer to use E and W first. Again, look, I'm getting hit a lot. I'm going to use the D before my protective nature on the left side runs out, which puts me at full health. And now I can keep healing myself and going through the dungeon. However, this dungeon was actually short. And because of that, I able to reach the end of the boss, but I can't finish him alone. I need at least another person to be able to do this. So again, the problem with this is that I would have been able to cut the clip from here and show one where I'm pretty sure it's another hidden. Yep. There is another hidden here that I did, and it was wow. This is the reason why I was getting mad. I was about to go to the black zone. The problem is I am in Cardion locked and all the places is infected. If you want to do these kind of random dungeon, I will expect you to go to either the new zone or the old zone, whatever you want, but in Anglia or Cumbria, preferably Anglia. That's the top left zone, black zone for the newbie zones, okay? And there you will have less of getting dived and losing your gear than what we would do in Mercia. Mercia, you're just gonna get fucked. So I think around here somewhere, oof, 2 forward, I think it was. So yeah, okay. So okay, I was right here, and this is what I did. I know their range is actually 30 meters. Just 1 second. The mobs is 30 meters. Does not go anything above 30 meters. In 30 meters, they go back to their original spot. Before it was 60 meters, this was nerfed. And by the way, as you see, this was because there were some dungeons that you could have gone 60 meters and grabbed like, I think 15 or 16 mobs or something like that, monsters. Going in the middle and elevating them down, and basically they nerfed those dungeons. Now it's 30 meters, so it doesn't really matter. The randomized dungeon gets way more fame. But again, I keep an eye on my E and W when something bad's gonna happen. These guys are gonna spit, and I'm gonna try to dodge them. Use my E and W, and then go through them. I wanted to show you that that boss was actually a purple chest. So that would have been a purple chest right off the bat in the blue zone. It's tier 4. So I prefer tier 5. I haven't done tier 4 randomized dungeons, so I can't speak for that. But I prefer tier 5 to be able to get enough money from these chests. So again, I'm doing pretty fine. I have a best obsessive burst. I already popped it, and that was a stack 8. I can use run to increase it. My Q increases the stacks. My W increases the stacks. All my abilities increases stacks. So again, I take a little break, grab, wait for the cooldown, and then start healing myself up. So there we go. Obsessive burst is going to come very soon. Again, omelet with horns. Horn is called Mistcaller. It's the horn weapon offhand for the Druid. That reduces the cooldown, which is awesome in this game. So again, start healing, and now I start moving. See that they're going to hit me real hard. I already see it ahead of time. I pop my E, pop my W, get back to full health, use run. I'm already away from them. That's 30 meters. I stay right here. Nothing bad's going to happen. By the way, there's a boss in here that looks just like that, the Spectre. This actually can be solo, even with a healer. So if you ever see that for yourself, congratulations. Other than that, you're still going to need another, like, 1 or 2 people. Preferably 1 or 2 people to do this run. Do not bring 4 or 5. Bring at least 3 people for this. So again, I'm fine. I'm still healed. I'm full health. I know that these guys can hit a lot hard. I do not know if I'm going to aggro the top, so I just really go skip it right through it. Skimp it. And then I'm not going to hit these guys for the next zone. If you hit, tell the tank to not hit this guy when you're entering another zone. You're in combat. You must be out of combat to enter a zone. So let the mob hit you, but do not interact with the mob. No hit, no dashes, nothing that interacts with the mob. If you have a dash that doesn't like do nothing to the mobs, then go right ahead and use it. If it actually interacts with the mob like a bloodletter, then do not use it, because then you're going to be standing there and getting your ass whooped. So I got hit twice. Big mistake in here, but again, boom. Big heals. And let me tell you something. If there was another guy chasing me and I used those to pull me back up, that guy is going to die by those things. and you're already like going to be at 75%. Again, boom, another big mistake. You would expect that I would die in here, but no, calmly, move away, and you'll be fine. This is why nature heal are the best, just to run around, and people do hate them, trust me. So, again, if you see a chain puller, and usually this guy got a shield, so I looked over there and I saw that he has a shield, so I don't have to worry too much about it. If he had a chain puller, like a chain on him, like a hook, it's going to pull you back, and you want to run fast. The thing is, you want to tell the tank to aggro that thing so it doesn't actually pull the healer, so you'll be able to run away. If it doesn't, then the healer is going to die, because I'm pretty sure you're just going to fake out. So again, I'm stuck in the middle. I use E and W, get a good amount of health, and I'm going to go through the zone to the tier 4. For a second, I thought I was actually going to find a 5th dungeon. I would have to switch this fucking video to a 5th dungeon. So again, 612 cost reduction. My heals could have been much better in a tier 4 black zone or tier 5 black zone. I would have been much better, since I will be healing massive amount. So here it comes again. That's a see the hook. Boom! He pulls me right through it. I run real quickly, put a big heals on myself, and then keep running away. If you're not fast enough, he'll pull you again, and it can be from very far away. In fact, it can pull you from all the way 3 feet away from now. It could have pulled you all the way back. But again, I was able to escape that and go through the mobs without getting killed. Again, I know they're going to hit a lot of damage. Again, EW, hit that up. Keep my D very closely. Look at the protection on the left side. It's gone. I'm going to need to do it again. By the way, I'm healing 130 per second with the obsessive burst. If you're not looking, it's the R ability on the bottom of the blue bar. So I thought I could have dodged this. I didn't dodge it, and I got hit again, like an idiot. That should have never happened. And obviously, it's like 10:24 p.m., so I'm actually quite tired. Not an excuse, but okay, it's an excuse. Anyway. Again, I should be able to die in this dungeon for one reason. At the end, you tell the tank to grab all the mobs and you guys DPS it down. After that, you then focus on the boss. Obviously, I'm going to die in the end because I looked at the boss. I was hoping that it was a Spectre, and I forgot to use my W and D on myself and my E as well. I should have done that ahead of time. So that's the only time that I actually died in here. But again, being very careful and paying attention and not talking and stuff like that, you would allow you to not get hit by the humongous amount of damage that these ads actually do. See right there, watch this. Here's where I technically die, I think. Is it this one? Nope, it's going to be right there, right here with the mob. So he hit pretty much big damage. I didn't even pop my E and D because I wanted to look at the boss. I wanted to see if it's Spectre, and I should have popped E and W at that point in time, and then D. And that I would have been saved completely from them. Well, the only problem is, I don't know, this is not 30 meters, so I think these guys would have killed me probably down here. And this is why you actually aggro these two right here and move all the way down here without aggroing the boss. You all the way down through here to the corner and right here, and then the other guys would have left, and you would have been able to come back here and just DPS these two and DPS the boss. The boss will not aggro the other two guys, but if you want to be careful, you can do so. So I think I also show some video, which, let me see. I do show some video, do I? I just show some pictures and then I show some videos. That's what happened. I'm going to close this up and then open up the pictures. So there it is. So this is what we did. We had 2 mid-runs and we found a legendary boss. No, we could not down him, and my boy Iron was not 400, which we would have loved to try that 400, but we couldn't down him. So we called our boy Kaiten, also as WEQEWKEW in Discord. Here's the bottom, says tier 5. We defeated the big mama boss. Actually, we don't call it a big mama. There's another big mama, but she's called the Isismon boss. 5th floor, super legendary, and there is a category that I switched. I switched from super legendary to normal legendary. What is a normal legendary? A boss that is not on the 5th floor. What is a super legendary? A boss that you'll only find on the 5th floor every time, and it's always going to be gold. Gold chest. So again, we did it with some groups. It's no big deals. If we can do it for 3, we can do it with more groups. We did 2 men, and look, during all this run plus the blue chest, we got a 6.3, And by the way, let me a little story. 12 mil I lost in the guild that I was in because I went to their T7 runs, and I had a 7.2 and it's T7, and I died. All that dive was always die. Why did I die? Since I shouldn't have died, it's because I always try to save everybody. And when I try to save everybody, I'm going to die. So next time, do not save people if you don't want to die. Unless it is your friend, like my boy Iron. I save him. Anyway, I went down to 12 mil from 18 mil and went back up to 28.1 mil. So as you see right here, boop, 6.3. And then I think there was another one in there. Where was it? Where was the other money guy? No, not this one? Okay, I guess not this one. Again, I lost 12 mil plus this gear that I have here is 6.1, 6.2, and 7.2. Which is technically what I'm using right now. This one right here, 7.2. This is a no more legendary boss. No more legendary boss usually have a purple chest, but can become a gold chest. When it become a gold chest, it's just a little tiny harder. Not that big of a difference, but as you see, even if it had a chance to defeat Iron, all I need to do is slap it twice with my staff and I would have won. So no big deal. This is a purple chest boss. It became a legendary. And it had a cool effect all around it, like a lava effect. We found this and we were very excited. We killed it. GG. Happy. More money for us. I think he had... Yep, see this thing right here? Chaotic down on the bottom, like right here on the smidge? That was a lot of money. See, that's my boy say, what the fuck? We also duo the Mind Boss. By the way, this is April 7. This is before the nerf of the Mind Boss. The Mind Boss had longer lasting on the mines and on the sticky potion. And then he does a little stupid AoE that will fuck you up. So how do we do it? Well, I manage the sticky bomb. You see there's only one sticky bomb left as soon as he died. Is because I stayed up here and I ran back and forward while he pretty much tanked the boss. He will use Soldier Helm to use block to kill the boss, kill the mines, and then he will focus the boss. When he needed to do it again, I will run out of the sticky, going back and forward. Like I can really, I'm using my finger. I will run out of the sticky like this, heal him with a W and a D or the WE, and I will run back here, going back and forward, making sure that the boss throws the sticky this way. At one point, it was time. My boy started running up, and the sticky went down here, and I started going back and forward, finished the boss, and I was able to finish the boss while watching a good YouTube video. Parallel Rocks. By the way, that guy Welling is really good. Has great edits. Then we did the Shaman boss. What we did here is the ice switch to Thorn, as you see down here. I was able to DPS a boss. Iron as a hybrid tank was also able to DPS a boss. By the way, he's using Soldier Helm, Soldier Chest. Usually you're supposed to be wearing Guardian Chest to reduce damage, but he used the Soldier Chest to do more damage. Guardian boots, Great Axe for the spin, a Limhurst, as you see right here, the same color. This is the reason why I actually made that newbie guild, because I really wanted that black color. Anyway, the Limhurst, so you don't run out of mana, so you can keep DPSing and tanking. And I think he used a beef stew, isn't it? Yeah, it's right up here. He used a beef stew. Some people like to use the omelet for more cooldown, more DPS and stuff like that, but beef stew is just fine. So we finished the boss. We got the purple. More money. So we did 3 men and T7 up here. We did it with 3 men. This time was me, Jericho. Jericho is just a spear user. Heron Spear, to be honestly. And again, Iron, Great Axe, me with the Heal Druid, and I was using T5 spec. And then I was using literally 5.1 for everything, because in case I get dived. This is T7. I'm already got feared with all those dives. So what happens is, we finished the boss, and we did find out there was another Zerg looking for us. As soon as we ran out of the dungeon, the Zerg was coming out of the dungeons. They were like, get the hell out of there. It was in Bait Aiden at Cumbria. We're left there, never came back. End of story with that one. With this one, we call some fruit friends. Boom, another easy dungeon. I had to do the main healer for this one, so obviously We did this one as well, which was the other legendary. We called it. We found it, called it, and then it was actually me, Jericho, me, Jericho, and Iron. And basically, this time, Iron is using the Guardian through the chest, just for the last boss and stuff like that. So he actually brought two type of chests. But anyway, for if you guys started brand new, just use the Soldier chest or the Guardian chest, whichever you think is better. If you're using the Great Axe, I say Soldier because it's more damage. But if you're fighting a streamy boss, I say Guardian because he reduces the damage you'll be receiving. Now, we found out that this boss actually could be duo and trio. We were getting a lot of ads, and that's why we were dying. That's what we called a lot of people. And then we found out that we could just run out as a certain percentage of the boss, and only the boss would get 1 HP. And the funny part is that the group didn't even know how to do this boss. I had a look at a video that was sent by me by a friend. God damn, I forgot. In the game, it was called FX Una. This friend actually showed me the video of them doing it, and then I saw that the boss was summoning at like right below the second, like half of the second bar. He would start summoning the ads. So basically, all I did was I hot up a tank, I pressed a W, I pressed a E, and I ran out. And basically, he summoned one ad, but he was still tanking it. And he summoned the one ad 2 seconds later. And then we all ran back in and we just had to finish one ad and then kill the boss. He did this twice, by the way, and it could have just been freaking duo or trio if we wanted to, which was sad because we never got the chance. Again, my boy darthmagus made a video for showing how a nature is actually healed because I'm the nature, and I didn't want to make videos or anything like that, but then I started making video later, and I made a video for my co-run. darthmagus is actually somebody you want to be checking out on his video. I'm actually going to go right ahead and put his YouTube channel on the description below. The reason is because I'm already leaving this game in 13 days, and if you guys need someone who is very, very knowledgeable in this game, I would say darthmagus. If you're looking for a weapon, me and darthmagus goes into the island and we stay practicing, testing every damn weapon. What weapon can kill me? What weapon is the best for solo? What weapon is the best for AoE and such? And darthmagus and I have pretty much made it like a little list. He made a spreadsheet of how which one is better and such. So if you got any question, darthmagus in the game about Captain Russian in the forum. Next, this right here, and I'm sure this video is going to be very long, and I apologize, by the way. No. Is it? No, this one. So when we started doing some running, again, you see 18.2 mil. It's not the 20-something mil. Boom. I got 119K, 300K, and 101.2 mil. And let me tell you something. I was getting so much money that I was underbidding myself by a lot. I didn't underbid myself for the Druid role because I wanted to use this, and I know it's going to be pop. People, the Druid is in the meta, so people are going to be using it for random dungeon. However, look, this Esper Icicle Staff was selling for $599. There was only 2 people left. I sold it for $299. $299. And then the Esper Hellion Jacket, it was selling for 1.2 mil, and I was selling it for 799,000. As you see right here, and then if you look over here, I have 110,000, 140,000, 720,000, 1.1 mil, 2.8 mil, 190,000, 135, 290,000, and 420,000. And by the way, these are only a couple pictures out of hundreds of pictures that I didn't actually put up here in the upload because I didn't need to prove my point that big, you know. If you look at some of the stuff in here, there's my Hellion Jacket. I'm at 42 mil already at this picture, and I'm selling this at 180,000. Yeah, that's 100. The preserved animal is like at least 700 or 800,000. Again, I'm selling the Master Relic. Look at this. Boom, 252,000 because I got 64. Yeah, 64 of them. And you can look at the right side, the one for each one of them. At one point, I was selling this for like, I sold it for 999. Then I said to myself, 799 is fine. It's fine. Then I look through here. You can see all the loot that I got. Nothing special as much, just these 2, but we didn't do like too much during that day. The bags were sweet though. 42 mil for that. We come down and we see that I had an argument with some of the guild members when I was in the guild, and I only was in the guild for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, I guess. So basically, I had an argument with the T5 dungeons. There's T5 and T6 dungeons. everybody want to do T7 and T8 dungeons. If you are safe and uninterrupted, undived, and you do T8 dungeons, you're going to be doing better than T5 and T6 dungeons at a 3 to 4 man. Absolutely. No problem. You just need a scout and not get dived. And if you could do this uninterruptedly, like I said, you're definitely going to do better. However, we got dived so many times in I did like 2 T8 and then 2 T8, 3 T7. Yeah, that's what I did. 2 T8, 3 T7. And basically, I got dived in every single one of them, and I was so pissed that I went back to my little castle, my little corner. And then I remember, damn, Iron is a DPS, and I can bring him to T5. And this guy doesn't even care about the tank. He just go right in, and I have to heal the freaking guy. Why don't I invite Iron, and he can become my tank, and we'll duel. And then I'll start inviting other people, slowly convincing them that the T5 is better. But I have to show proof. So what I did is, in 1 week, boom, 15 mil. And I joined this guild like on a Saturday, which was like at the end of the week before the next Monday, which restarts it. And then on Monday, I was still doing better overall. And they were still a guild, like I think, like they already ahead of me by a month. They should have like more fame than I did, but I already was killing it. And these people right here, they were doing T8. Z-Mac was actually in my group, and we did T5s. I think Sir Sinclair might have came once. I'm not sure. I think he did, but yeah, Z-Mac actually came, and he was at like doing T5. Then he started doing some T7, died, lost his gear, and then came back to my runs because obviously it was much safer. The amount of time that we got dive in T5 and T6 was actually 1, and it was not actually dive. We dived someone basically, and we killed them, and we took their royal gear basically, and that's about it. We didn't get dived. Now free to play came out. Obviously it was a lot of lag and stuff like that, and then I made a core run on one of the April, which I showed that I never got dived in one of those black dungeons, which was actually much safer than going to T7, T8, because again, every big guild and stuff like that always tell everybody, and it spreads. It tells everybody we want to do T7, T8, better loot, better fame. Not really. I did T5, and I did so much more money than they did. Again, let's go for this picture. Here is the one for yellow zone. I think I wasn't able to show it down here. I cut it because of this, but this is technically a yellow zone. And what happened is that people think that blue, yellow, red are not better than black. Black is better than all of them. No, that's bullshit. Anything that is on the same tier, like T5, you're not gonna find T5 blue. It's gonna be it's gonna be yellow. T5 yellow and T5 black are the same fucking loot. There's nothing different. The only difference between black and zone and yellow zone is that black has 25% more fame. That's about it. There's no better. And you can look at the patch notes and all that stuff like that. There has to be show once that they said that black zone has better loot. So it's just bullshit. T6 zone in red is the same as T6 zone in black zone. So this was what I found in T's in the yellow dungeon. And by the way, somebody got 600,000 with an animal preserved. I got this by luck, so I went ahead and put it for like cheap, like for $2.99, I guess. You know, not that cheap, but $2.99. And then I pretty much sold it and I got my money. Now, why Druid? I have to cover this last thing. Why Druid? Why Druid versus Holy? Holy, there is the best thing they can have in is a greater Holy. You go in, you heal, you still have to stop, by the way. You have to stop and heal. You have to stop and then heal, and you have to stop and heal. There's a cast on it, well, on all their abilities. So then the best thing on the greater nature is he can use on the E ability that pushes everybody and heals the whole group, but everybody has to stop. They can't do anything. They have to stop in there and get healed by it. So hopefully that E is actually doing better heals than my W and E in combination. So when that's happening, range DPS can still heal the healer. So if the tank didn't aggro those the healer's gonna die quickly. The best thing about Druid is that he can just go forward in hot, and because the tank's supposed to grab the aggro, he's supposed to just do a quick EW and keep running ahead. If something bad happens, he can hot everybody little by little, and everybody will be fine. So here's an example. I couldn't save these people. there was already a group on me, and it was instantaneously. It wasn't for far away. It was just instantaneously a group on me. Like they had either somehow a zoom hack that they saw far away. They had either an ambush setup, which is basically ambush Inspector Hood going back and forward in invisibility and give out a location, or something with a widescreen, whatever bullshit that you want to invent. They were able to find us and be able to like literally peek it up and try to kill us. I couldn't save anybody. I knew exactly what setup this is. As you see, it's an AoE, stunned, boom, interrupt, everything. You're pretty much dead. So I had to run away. As soon as I'm running away, I'm trying to heal the one in front of me. I also trying to heal the one behind me. And as you see, so much damage up back there, but I can't stop. If I stop, he dies. And at the same time, I need to make sure that this guy doesn't die. But however, the tank interrupted me down here, and at the same time, this guy whirlwind me before I can actually pop a heal on himself. But no problem. I am going to go run into the corner, let the mob do a little their work, and run out. Now, I don't have run, so I'm not fast, and I'm actually in combat when using rotting ground. So everybody, again, interrupt. They do, this guy's missed his thing. I get stopped here. I do my EW real quickly. Snipe. Boom. Nope, didn't get me. I come down here to the corner because I know this dumbass is going to aggro these two. He is going to die, and I'm going to run away. And yes, I do make it out alive. I love Druid. Second, showing it here. You saw that the cluster reduction is 112, negative 112. So I am nerfed to probably a 4.1 or 4.2, around there, basically. So I am, I'm not better than a regular healer. So that's what we did this one. And you see in the bottom here is blue. So actually, I don't think you guys can see that perfectly. So I'm just gonna make this full, I guess. I hope this actually works. And here's what happens. This guy is a leather user. I bought him the gear. He's a 4.2. He's also nerfed. So this time he's going to do less DPS than the other one that I'm going to show you next, the last one. But again, this is a blue, purple chest, and this boss hits tremendous hard. So as you see, he gets really low, and then I pop him back to full. Again, he gets low, and then I keep popping him back to full. I use my rotten shoes to lower the defense of the boss, and then keep healing him. So I stay closely. Again, W and D on that one, and then E and W right now. Look very closely. E and W, and then he's back to full health. I used a mana potion. I lost my last mana potion, energy potion, but I still have full health. I tell him, I type real quickly, stay in the circle in the middle so he doesn't get hit. He does it. He doesn't get hit. He's good to go. Again, back to full health. This is on leather. This is not on tank plate. People think that you cannot solo some of these bosses. The only bosses you can probably not solo is the Archfiend in here in this dungeon. The Archfiend is way too hard, and you'll need like a good heals for that, and a good tank for that, like Guardian chest and stuff like that. But these bosses, they're not easy. Look, he almost died. Again, I let him have all the chest loot, and he is very happy. I teach him. I'm doing this teaching thing for my last couple days before I quit. It should be in the forum. You guys should be able to see it. I teach him how to do the random dungeons, how to do full dungeons, and pretty much that's how he's going to earn his money. So he's right away, and he's earning money. Next one. This one is a cloth. And let's actually start from here. So, this one is a cloth. The cloth user is using a bowcaster, which is actually going to hurt much worse. But he's a cloth, so he's going to get hit worse. This time I don't have an invisibility potion. I have TA poison. I should really use invisibility potions. It would have been much safer. So again, he's doing massive damage to it. Good cooldowns on it. I tell him how to use every cooldown with all the ability, like the chest and the helm and stuff like that. And the funny part is his helm is ice block. He didn't even use ice block. He could have used ice block, but he didn't use it. But again, he's fine. He didn't need it. The boss was dealing massive damage to him, but I was able to heal right through it. Beep. And then the boss dies. Good thing too, because I was actually running out of mana. This is why you need the mana potion. If I use the mana potion, look, my cloak up here on the left side, it would have been back. So I would have still have massive amount of mana. So, and by the way, I think I actually showed something on this picture right here. Something that would have helped, which I bought it in the end. Something that really would have helped. Boop. is a Limhurst. That would have helped. So good it would have helped. He would have been able to finish the boss. Now again, he may have 4.2 in his incident quality, but he still has cluster reduction, just like I showed you. He is not no better than like maybe a 4.1, maybe. So again, I heal him up, and look, his reaction on the loot is very beautiful. Right here, down at the Whisper. Did you get anything good? Oh my god. Obviously, if I was doing runs like this for myself, we split it in two ways. You either split the profit by actually selling all the items, like one of us get the items, the one, the trusty, get all the items, and then we go ahead and into the market, sell everything, and then, you know, we split up this silver. This is how people do it in Hellgates and stuff like that. And when they go out to PvP gank, they do the same way. Well, however I did it, it's basically if you get lucky, better than me, then it's your loot. You know, but if I get nothing, bad luck. If I get something, good luck. We did it like this, and I got all those look like that, basically. Iron was getting like extremely amount of luck. I'm telling you, from left to right, that guy was just earning like so much better loot than me and the other guys, and it was just best for him. He had so much money. Kaiten got so much money to the point that he actually brought the Panther 8.1 armor and a 6.3 Badon. He just switched to Badon because we did a little test about the damage between the Badon, and it's so much damage than the longbow. So he switched to Badon and definitely was doing a lot more damage, which is also on my core run. So I'm gonna get out of this one, and I think the last one I want to show you is it this one? Oh, yes, absolutely, it's this one. So this is the last one. This is the last one. I'm sorry about that. So basically, we had a little fight over here, and oof. Basically to show you how good the healer is for the Druid versus, which is great when you're doing a run. If you're running Druid chest, it'll be much better because you get to like pop a burst as a burst. But if you want to use the Fiend Road to like anti-gank, like just use it so that, you know, you push the ganker away. It's much better. For example, right here there were two, they were really low, and I could not let them die, so I went ahead and popped fear and pushed them a little bit more back. Now they can never catch up to them. They're down here, as you see in the bottom. They can never catch up to them, so now they can slowly get their HP back up once they mount up. These guys are going crazy at me. They're just going crazy and crazy. And this is one of my videos called the PvP battles in 3-man. Again, the guy poisoned me, did a much damage. Now I'm 40% reduced resistance. So my W is only like 20 resistance. It still couldn't down me, even with the poison. This guy is a pro at firewall. Look at that firewall bloom. That was dumb. You had to do it opposite way and actually push me back. But it didn't matter how many times he would have been able to do that in front of me, and you'll see why in a bit. Again, I'm running away, and we do go back and smack him a bit, you know, because they run away from us. We smack him a bit, and then we also again start running back again. My boy even start trash talking because they can't kill him. You have a Druid is so much healed that he do in instantly, and they think you're about to die, but you don't. So again, this guy with a pro flame, I don't know why, Herbie Derp on that. I did fear, and I got into combat, which is actually a little bit dangerous in the dungeons because then you can't zone in. But look what happens in here. I have combat, so I can't zone in. They should be able to kill me right here, right? Nope. Look at the W coming back up real quickly. W and D, and I can use my E, which I did. Of course, it's not going to proc because I went to the next zone, but it would have procced if I still would have been there and not be able to switch to the next zone. So I mounted up very easily. Goodbye. I'm pretty sure they were extremely angry. So this is why I would probably want to go for a Druid instead of a Holy Heal doing these skip runs. And I earned a lot of money. What I did is basically right before reset, and this is the reason why I did it before reset. Right before reset, I go ahead and we do like an hour of just running in, and it'll take like a minute or two or so, kind of like 2 or 3 minutes actually, to be honest with you, depending on the run. I mean, the first one that you saw, it probably take like close to a minute or something like that, depending on how fast you do it, to the end of the boss. But basically, after you finish, it'll take like another minute to beat the boss, or 1 to 2 minutes to beat the boss. So basically, what we did is that we did a whole hour to before reset, because after that we all go to sleep, and we still do it on runs normally because we need the fame for it. But since you guys want to make money and may not need the fame for it, you're still gonna get the fame from each boss that you killed. But if you just want the money, you could just go right ahead and skip the runs with a druid, get a tank, make sure that he's aggro, and that's it. You make money from the chest. You go for purple and gold chest if you want, and if you don't want the blue chest, which it still has a chance to drop something, I'm not gonna lie, but better for the purple than and gold chest. You could just do that and pretty much earn a quick money. This should have been posted a long time ago, to be honest with you. This is like a very easy thing to make money. Note, great chance that this will be stopped as soon as everybody start doing it. Reason? Somebody can actually, if well, in a black zone, it's not going to be too much of a reason. There's not going to be a lot of people behind you try to do and run. And if you did it, you're technically doing a full run, basically. But even if they're like right behind you, not a lot of people in the black zone for T5, T6. However, in T5 and T4, this, if people start doing this in T5 and T4, then basically, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people right behind you. And then they're going to just clear the mob, get to the chest, somehow the chest is open, go to the forum, bitch about it, and that's what happened. So, if you're here and you are in this video, milk the shit out of this as much as you can before it goes goodbye, because it will get fixed if people bitch about it. The more bitching, the more SBI fixes. This is actually normal. All right, guys, take care.